Welcome in, guys. We're talking some start-sit questions today. It's been a while. We had our little incident last week. A couple weeks ago, we had a thing pop up last minute. Baseball shorts, good morning to you. Dog, hello. And so it's good to be back. I know we've missed some time, but we are here. We're ready to go. We're answering some questions. So yeah, we're watching this Commanders Dolphins game. And yeah, should be a good little time. We got about 50 minutes. So we're gonna hang out this morning. So I will try my best to get all of your questions answered. I'm just pulling everything up right now. I got a little bit of a later start this morning than I would have typically liked. But when don't I guess. So I'm just double checking all the get in there. Is that Achan or Gordon? That was Achan. I need an Achan touchdown. Like, that should not be that much to ask for, but I guess it is. So, Mikey Man, what's up? Let's see. I'm just going through. Wow, you guys have already flooded it in. Sorry, I was babbling. JL Sports, good morning. AJ's Lemonade, what's up? Raider Prods, is that what this is? Productions. What is up as well? Alrighty, I will dive right in. Why do we got Ollie Gordon in? That sucks. Ollie Gordon touchdown. Not what we like to see there. But yeah, let's start with this. Ken Walker, Kareem Hunt. For these, I'll be consulting our rankings. We put our rankings out in our Discord for free every single week. Mikey Man. I know, dude. Of course, it's Gordon. Been waiting all day for Achan. Runs it down to the 2 twice now and can't get it in. Unreal. But for everything that we're going to be talking about, I'll be consulting the rankings. Those are in our Discord. You can find that in the link of whatever video you're watching. And we post those on Thursdays every single week. So it's a consensus of all three of our rankings. So when I'm looking at Ken Walker versus Kareem Hunt, Ken Walker's our running back 30, and Kareem Hunt is our running back 27 this week. I have Hunt at 31 and Walker at 34. Personally, reason I'm so low on Walker, playing the Rams, fantastic rush defense, best in the league so far against fantasy running backs. Ken Walker, not been good. 7.4, half PPR fantasy points over his last 5 is what he's averaging. Not great. So I'm going to go Kareem Hunt with that one because Isaiah Pacheco, for those of you who don't know, is out this week. Rashad White or RJ Harvey. I do like, again, J.K. Dobbins now out, maybe going on IR. That is not 100% confirmed, but a tough matchup once again against Kansas City. I have Rashad White as running back 24. RJ Harvey is running back 25. Could go either way. I think Harvey has a higher upside. I think Rashad White is probably a little bit more guaranteed with some of the receiving work that he's going to get in this one. Stafford or Caleb Williams. Let's go. Again, so I have Caleb at 8, Stafford at 10. The fellows' consensus rankings has Stafford at 8 and Caleb at 9. So the other two are a little bit higher on Stafford. If you're in a 6-point per touchdown league, I'm going Matt Stafford. If not, then I'm going to go with Caleb Williams. Yeah, Keon Coleman, healthy scratch this week because he's missing team meetings. I don't know. That's frustrating if you got him. I was kind of in on him coming into the year, more so than the other two fellas. And quickly after about week 3 I made a mistake. Let's move off completely. So luckily I don't have him in any leagues anymore, but very, very frustrating. Jefferson or JMO, I still am going to go Jefferson in this one. Bears have been abysmal lately against outside wide receivers. So even with 9 sitting there throwing the ball, I still trust Justin Jefferson, especially how good he is. Brian Thomas, a drop. He plays Sauce twice and Pat Surtain once. I'm not dropping Brian Thomas. I'm trusting him to come back. So I'm not there yet. Gadsden or Pitts this week. Let's see. Gadsden has Jacksonville in Jacksonville. Kyle Pitts has Carolina. I'm going to go with Jacksonville. Jacksonville's given up the second most points to fantasy tight ends on the season right now. So around the world, Gatson is the start for us. Elijah, morning to you as well. Chase Brown, Wan'Dale Robinson, Ladd McConkey for the flex in PPR. I'm going to go Chase Brown and Ladd. If I really got to pick between the two, probably going to go Ladd if I have to pick. Would like to start both, but I think Ladd's definitely the play there. T. Higgins, AJ Brown, or Emeka. I'm going to go T. Higgins and Emeka. Not just because AJ Brown's comments, which for me are a little concerning from a fantasy perspective, but just T. Higgins, fantastic matchup against Pittsburgh. Emeka Egbuka is the only guy on Tampa. They have to throw the ball to him. I think he's going to get targets again. So I'm going to go with those two if I am making that pick. Traded Moore and White for Judy. Full PPR, good or bad? I think I'd rather have Moore and White, honestly, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Is the wind a concern? He's talking about the Buffalo Tampa game. They got 20-mile-an-hour winds with big gusts. A little bit. I think it probably keeps from hundreds of yards being thrown in that game, but not overly concerning to the point where I'm avoiding Emeka Egbuka. No G. I got yelled at for pronouncing the G earlier this week, so that is my bad. Worthy, Washington, or Robinson have PPR? So you're trying to dissect who. You're saying Wan'Dale, Xavier Worthy. All right. I'm trying to. These are like decently common last names. So Parker Washington, Xavier Worthy, or Wan'Dale. I'm gonna go with Wan'Dale with Jameis in the building. Let's see. Trying to make sure I'm getting to everybody. Parker Washington, Jacoby Myers, Devin Singletary, Mark Andrews, or Brian Robinson Jr. Jeez, talking about your whole flex or your whole bench here. Who we throwing in? For me, it's probably between Parker Washington and Jacoby Myers. Parker's probably safer. I think Jacoby has a slightly higher ceiling, so I'm going to probably lean Parker. But I think it's probably pretty close between the two. Over on Facebook, Michael Miller, Quentin Johnston, or DK Metcalf this week. I mean, it's hard not to go with Metcalf here, right? You're playing against Cincinnati. That's never a bad thing. Quentin Johnston has a decent matchup, but it's been so hit or miss with him lately. I'm going to lean DK there on that one. AJ Brown, ETN, Sutton, or Shakir. So AJ Brown, Sutton have been very hard to trust. ETN's been getting the volume, but tough matchup, hasn't amounted to a ton lately. Oh, man. I think I'm going to go with... Wow. I think I'm going to go with ETN. It's ETN or AJ Brown for me. I think I'm going to go ETN, but it's very close. BTJ and Rice for AJ Brown and Egbuka. Ooh. I want Rice in that deal. I'm keeping Rashee Rice. I think he's a top 5 wide receiver rest of the season. I'm not trading that away. So I'm going to hold on to Rashee. Go Marriott. Get that first. There we go. Now tackle him. No, get him down. Come on. I need a Chris Rodriguez touchdown too. They're killing me on these touchdowns. Ravens defense or Vikings defense? Who the Ravens play this week? Baltimore has definitely Ravens defense. Caleb can still put up points with that offense, so I'm going to go there. Rams or Lions? Can you go somewhere else? If I have to pick, I'm going to go the Lions just because I think Seahawks put up so many points, but not loving either of those two matchups. Dog, pick 2. Quentin Johnston, Wan'Dale Robinson, AJ Brown, Devonta Smith. Devonta Smith for sure. Dude's been on fire lately. What the heck? Why is Bill getting that rush attempt there? If Bill gets a touchdown before Chris Rodriguez, I'm going to lose my mind, just so everybody is aware. This Chris Rodriguez has been dominating. We're going to Red zone, unbelievable. All right, sorry, sidetracked. That's why I shouldn't have the game on while we're doing this. I'm gonna go Devonta Smith here, and I think for me, I think Wandale's safer. No, I gotta go AJ Brown. What am I saying? I would go both the Eagles. I'd start 2 Eagles this week in that situation. I do think it's very close, actually. Herbert's stack. See, the stack's always fun. Gives you a little higher, this could happen. I do have Herbert just outright ranked higher than Jack, so I will say do the stack, but that's not the reason I'm picking that. I'm still holding on to Jefferson and BTJ. Personally, you might, if you believe in Igbuka, then maybe make that offer, maybe make that trade. But that's just where I'm at. I believe in Jefferson and BTJ, so I don't know. Maybe I'm too much truth, or maybe I'm the wrong guy to ask. But that is where I'm going there. Over on Facebook with Joe. Good morning. Like to fish in the picture. Caleb Williams, Justin Herbert. I'm going Justin Herbert. Rashee Rice or Emeka Egbuka. I'm going Rashee Rice. Like I said, I think Rashee Rice is top 5. Top 5 wide receiver rest of the season. I think it's him. I think it's Jamar Chase, Puka Nacua, CeeDee Lamb, and JSN. I think that's a pretty clear-cut top 5 for me. So that's where I go with that one. Otten or Schultz? I'm going to go with Cade Otten. Bills have actually been really good against tight ends this year. Bill's going to get this touchdown, isn't he? Oh, my gosh. What the heck? Did Chris Rodriguez get hurt, or are they just going back to Krosky Merritt? Because somebody did. I can't, because I don't have the sound on, so I'm not listening to it. But did Chris Rodriguez get hurt? What is going on? But I'm going to still trust in Otten because I do think that he's just going to see targets on targets because they have to. Ken Walker, Quentin Johnston. Give me Quentin Johnston. No, he's not hurt. So what are we doing? Is it today just screw my fantasy teams day? Because I know that's what they care about. I know Dan Quinn checked sleeper and was like, Cameron's got Chris Rodriguez. Can't give him the touchdown. I know that's what he did. Son of a gun. Jeremy McNichols. Yes. All right. Give it to him. AJ Brown or T. Higgins? I'm going to go T. Higgins. Sorry, I'll rapid fire a couple of these because I've been babbling about stuff you guys don't care about. Sutton, Rome, Pickens, Chase Brown, Caleb, or Darnold. I'm going to go Pickens, and I am going to go with Rome. And then Caleb or Darnold, I'm going to go with Caleb. Start Ridley, A.O. Manor, or Mason at the flex. I'm going to go with Jordan Mason. I am going to go with Jordan Mason there. Devontae Adams or Aaron Jones. It sounds like Devontae Adams is going to play. If Devontae Adams does play, I'm going him. I do like Aaron Jones this week. But if Devontae Adams was play, go with Devontae Adams. Rice, Jefferson, Nico, or Odunze. I'm going to go Jefferson, Nico, and Rashee Rice there. Ken Walker or Zach Charbonnet. That's a fun way to say Shabanana. I like that. Charcuterie, Shabanana. There's a lot of fun things you can do with that name. Cooper, personally, have Zach Charbonnet one spot higher. Do you think they're going to score a touchdown or not? If you think they're going to score a touchdown, go Zach Charbonnet. If you don't, go Kenneth Walker. It's kind of where it is. Darian, of course. Fannin or Kelsey? I have Kelsey higher. I do. I'm going to go with Kelsey this week. I got Henderson for Marks and Gadsden. Yeah, definitely Henderson. I think you got the best player in the deal, so I think that's the way I would go with that. Kyle Pitts or David Njoku. I have Pitts higher than Njoku right now by a couple spots. So did we not rank David Njoku? Oh, no, I just have him lower. All right, never mind. Can't read our rankings. Again, if you want our full rankings, if I haven't gotten to your question, you're getting annoyed with me because I'm babbling about Chris Rodriguez not scoring a touchdown. You can find it on our Discord, which is in the link. We post those every Thursday. They're out there, so you should be able to check that. Sutton or Pearsall? Oof. I'm going to say Ricky. First game back. I'm going to go Ricky just because Sutton hasn't been getting the volume you want, and he's playing Kansas City, so I'm gonna go risky here and say risky with Ricky. Let's see, Sea Dog. One non-PPR. What do we do in non-PPR leagues? Dallas Goedert, Keenan Allen, Aaron Jones. I'm going Aaron Jones there. RJ Harvey or Kamani Vidal. This is one I'm going to consult the rankings because I don't remember where I have Vidal at. I know I have Harvey at 25. I do have Kamani up at 20. So I'm going to go Kamani. I think RJ Harvey's a better player, but I do think that Vidal has a better matchup this week because he's not playing against Kansas City, who has been very good against the run. Palmer or Algier in the flex. Honestly, I don't hate going Tyler Algier there. I think I'm going to go Tyler Algier. Rashad White or Aaron Jones. I have Aaron Jones slightly higher. Is that Chris Rodriguez? They're going to play action. Get in there. Oh, my gosh. How do you get stopped again? Run it again, Cliff. One more time. Do it. Do it for everything that's good. What are we doing, Washington? Oh, they got bullied on the line there. I started to say Aaron Jones over Rashad White. Jamo or Odunze. I think I have Jamo higher. No, I do not. I have Rome higher. So I'm going to trust my rankings and go Rome. I do like Jamo. Jamo is one of my starts this week. But I think Rome's always a good play. Which two should you start? Trey Tucker, Theo Johnson, and Tez Johnson. All right, sorry. I got to see this play first. Get the playoff. No way. Unbelievable. This is ridiculous. Trey Tucker, Theo Johnson, and Tez Johnson. You need two. I'm going to go with both the wide receivers there. Avery, Sean Tucker, Kareem Hunt, or Tyler Algier. I'm going to go with Kareem Hunt in this one. Tez Johnson, Pearsall, Wandale, or Michael Wilson. I would start Wandale this week with Jamo. Or not Jamo, Jamison Williams. Or Jamison Winston. Jameis Winston? Why am I struggling? Wow. All right, Jameis Winston. I'm going to go with Wandale. That one. Holy cow. Brutal. Well, I got to listen to the commish sometimes, I guess. You are welcome. You are welcome. Thank you guys for joining us. Devonta Smith or Jerry Jeudy? Devonta Smith. Worthy or Juwan Jennings? I'm going to go with Worthy there this week. All right, here we go. Come on, Chris Rodriguez. I need this. Oh, my God. We're throwing. Oh, my. Unbelievable. I can't. This is ridiculous. Unreal. Fire Cliff Kingsbury. He's a fraud. Fraudulent play caller, Cliff Kingsbury. Judkins or ETN. Again, going to consult the rankings here. I have ETN one spot higher than Judkins. The other two fellas have Judkins higher than ETN. So if you trust me, you go ETN. If you trust the other fellas, go Judkins. My thing on Judkins is he does have a decent matchup against Baltimore. However, Baltimore's gotten healthy. So I don't think it's as good of a matchup as it looks when you look at fantasy points over the season. I also think that Baltimore could put up a ton of points on them just because the offense is so bad in Cleveland. Like, I still like Cleveland's defense, and they're just not going to be able to run the ball they want. So I prefer Travis Etienne. The other two would say Quinshad, Judkins. Judkins or Vidal, I will go Judkins in this one. Zach Charbonnet or TJ Moore? Go, Rose, why do you do me like this? I'm going to go with Charbonnet because I think he has a higher chance of scoring a touchdown. This isn't a question. It's not A.J. Brown. The other three are good. Just I would stay away from A.J. Brown on this one. Goff or Darnold? Neither have great matchups in Philly or in Los Angeles for Darnold. I mean, luckily, like, there's no actual Rams fans for Darnold, I guess, but I still think I'm going to go Jared Goff. But I have them 16-17, so you could go either way. All of us fellas have them at different spots in our rankings, but have them back to back. Me and Lucas have Goff, then Darnold. Ty has Darnold, then Goff. Let's see. BTJ out and Laporta. Yeah, Laporta surprise IR ad did not see that one coming. Definitely interesting. Sucks. Injuries again. It's just you really forget how bad injuries are in the NFL, and then you get to like week 10, 11, and you're like, man, this sucks. There's just injuries on injuries on injuries. It's crazy. Oh, question from X. I almost said Twitter. But I didn't want to get sued, so we will say X. Judy, Shaheed, or DeMarcado. I'm not gonna trust the Cardinals backfield, so I'm gonna say no DeMarcado. Let me see where I got the wide receiver rankings here. Jerry Judy. Of course, I have Jerry Judy one spot behind Rashid Shaheed. I'm gonna go Rashid, but not great. Musgrave or the Muth. The Muth. Let's go with Freiermuth. Yeah, I'm gonna lean that way. Not excitedly, but I will lean that way. Ladd or T. Higgins? My heart says T. My brain says Ladd. I think Ladd's probably safer. T, I think, has a higher ceiling. Debo and Pittman for London. I'm taking London and BTJ for sure. So when you got a trade like this, I want the best player. And especially if it's a clear best player, like London is clearly the best player out of all these guys. I want London, so I would take that trade. ETN or Vidal, I got ETN there. Shakir or Worthy, I'm going Khalil Shakir. Troy Franklin, DJ Moore, Ricky Pearsall. I do have Ricky ranked the highest. I think it's a little risky coming off the injury. Troy Franklin's been good, but yards just haven't been there. And against Kansas City, I don't know if I trust it too much. And DJ Moore is just, who knows at this point. So Chase Brown, Wandale, Addison, or Jennings in the flex. I'm going to go with Chase Brown there. Charbonnet or Spears. I'm going to go Charbonnet. I don't know what to think about this Tennessee offense. If I can avoid playing anyone in that offense, I would be happy to. Kyron or Judkins. I'm going to go consult these rankings quick. I think it's Kyron. Yeah, it's pretty easily Kyron for me. Well, I shouldn't say easily. Only three spots higher. So not pretty easily, but I am going to go Kyron. Swift or Aaron Jones. I have Aaron Jones higher, but the other two fellows are higher on Swift this week. So could go either way. I personally lean Aaron Jones. So go Tua. Look at that mobile quarterback. No. Oh my gosh. And there's a hold, so it doesn't even matter. Ridiculous. Well, I guess. Loveland or Pearsall. I'm going to go Pearsall. Dak or Stafford. Give me Dak. I'm talking defenses. Falcons or Vikings. I'm going to go Falcons. Should I trade AJ and Tet for Nico? My receivers are CD, AJ, Tet, Judy, and Gabe Davis. I think in this case, because your wide receivers are a little thin, I'm going to keep AJ and Tet because I don't want to be forced into starting Gabe Davis if one of those guys got hurt. Nice. We love muff punts. Mike, what you doing back there? Oh, that's heartbreaking. That stinks. Giving the Spaniards something to cheer for, I guess. Let's see here. Pearsall or McMillan this week. I'm going Tet. Goff or Rodgers. I'm going Goff. Is weather a concern for Flacco? Is wind all over that East Coast? Right, because they're playing in Cleveland. I haven't seen anything on the weather. Let me look at this one. I know Buffalo's got some wind going. Windy as well in Cleveland today. 20-mile-an-hour winds. Oh no, Flacco's not a Brown. I'm a dum-dum. Sorry. So I mean, weather might be a factor in that Cleveland game, but we're talking Pittsburgh weather, which I assume is not too different since the whole East Coast has a ton of wind. Um, it's not super windy in Minnesota right now. I would say it's not overly a factor, but East Coast is windy. Thank you, Tyler. East Coast is windy, so it is windy. So I think it affects it a little bit, right? It depends if you get swirling winds, but I don't think it's enough where I'm avoiding T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, those kind of players. Rice, Harvey, Judkins, Rice. Rice is a top 5 wide receiver. The answer is Rice rest of the season between those three, and it does not matter who they play. Calvin Austin or Michael Williams. Or Michael Wilson. No, I'm gonna go Michael Wilson with no Marv. Marv had to get his appendix removed this week. Crazy. With the wind, T or Brown, still T. Still T. Harvey or Romeo Dobbs. Give me RJ Harvey. Rico, Woody, RJ Harvey, Rashad White, Chase Brown. Chase Brown, Rico Dowdle is who I'm going to start there. It's hard to not start Rico Dowdle, which is a crazy thing to say. Crazy thing to say that we're Rico Dowdle is a hard guy to put on your bench. Where do we have Rico Dowdle as a top 10 running? Lucas has him at 6 this week. Lucas has Rico Dowdle at 6 this week. That's crazy. Crazy. Let's see. Theo Johnson or Manungai. Gross. Why you gotta do me like that? I think I leave Manungai, but I'm not happy about it. Juwan Jennings or Tet? Give me Tet. Aaron Jones or Chase Brown? I'm gonna go Chase Brown. Michael Wilson, DJ Tucker, or Allen. I don't know. Let's go Keenan Allen, I guess. Yeah. That's who I lean there. Nico Collins or Roma Dunze. I'm gonna go Nico Collins. Khalil Shakir. I'm gonna assume that's Shakir or Xavier Worthy and Harold Fannin or Ingram. I'm gonna go Fannin. And I am gonna go. Wow, I got Shakir and Worthy one spot back to back. I'll go Shakir. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll go Shakir. Dak or Herbo. I got Herbert 2 spots higher than Dak. Oh, God. There are just sometimes where it looks like Achane does not even have to think, and it's just wide open. Chase Brown, RJ Harvey. I'm going to go Chase Brown. Don't love RJ Harvey's matchup. Baker versus Buffalo, JJ McCarthy versus Chicago. I would love to say JJ, but the bottom could just fall out this week. It would be so much fun if he put up another 3 touchdowns on the Bears, and he continues his dominance over Caleb Williams. As a Vikings fan, I do get to laugh at myself a little bit for saying that. But no, I'm definitely going Baker there, even with the windy conditions out in that place that Baker's playing in Buffalo. That's the word I'm coming for. AJ Brown, Jordan Addison. I have AJ Brown still over Jordan Addison. Need an Achane touchdown. Who doesn't? I mean, come on. This is getting ridiculous. I'm playing Tyler in a league where I have Achane. Rome, JMO, or Tet and half PPR. I'm just making sure this isn't the league that I'm playing Tyler in before I answer this question. So this will decide if I answer it honestly or not. No, this is not that league. All right. Rome, JMO, or Tet. The way I have it right now, I go Rome, JMO, Tet in that order. I'm not overly thrilled about JMO not being over Rome in my rankings. I wish I had JMO because JMO was one of my starts of the week. But I would go Rome, JMO, Tet. Pollard, Algier, or Sean Tucker. Oof. I guess I'm going to go Pollard. No, I'm not. I'm going Tyler Algier. Need the upside. Would you say JMO? I'm not convinced. Go, HN. Get in there. God, we're going to see another Ollie Gordon touchdown, aren't we? Ridiculous. I'm not convinced fully that JMO has more upside than Rome. I think if you are like, I want to shoot the moon, then maybe go JMO, but I'm not convinced he has higher upside. So I still think Rome. Chase Brown or Aaron Jones? I'm gonna go with Chase Brown over Aaron Jones slightly. I do like Aaron Jones a lot this week though. Rome or Rico? I'm gonna go Rico. There. Just the volume's been ridiculous for him. Tracy or Rashad White at flex. Go Rashad White. Oh, and then you do something like that. I just don't think we're gonna get it. I don't think we're gonna get this HN touchdown, and it's gonna make me so sad. So sad. I needed a Chris Rodriguez touchdown and an HN touchdown. Both have been tackled inside the 3 twice on 2 separate drives. Ridiculous. James Cook or Ashton Genty this week. I got James Cook. James Cook is a top. I guess I have him a little lower than where the other fellows do, but yeah, I am going to go James Cook. Still even with that. Judy or Tet this week. I got Tet. Judkins, my own guy. Vidal, Marks, pick 2. I'm going to go Woody Marks and Quinton Judkins. Jameson Williams or Ricky Pearsall. Well. I'm going JMO. Because I'm just not 100% sure that Ricky is playing full snaps this week. Baseball Shorts, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us, as you always do. They fumbled the snap. Oh, he's still so good. Get in there. No way at the 1. No. If they give this to Ollie Gordon, I'm quitting the stream right now. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Judy or Ricky P. I got Ricky P. Bo Nix or Caleb. I'm going Caleb. Parker Washington. Lockett or Aaron Jones. Give me Aaron Jones. Rank the 3 this week for the 3. Genty, Devontae, Jalen Warren. I think that's how I'd go overall moving forward. Like all of them. I have all 3 of them top 12 of their positions. Definitely can't go wrong with any of them, I don't think, this week. Full PPR, Monty or Tracy Jr. I'm going to go Tracy Jr. in full PPR. Flacco or Purdy. Romeo or Odunze. And I'm going to lean Flacco even with the wind out there. I am, just because it is Purdy's first week back. Don't exactly know what we're expecting. Woody Marks or Pickens already starting CD. I don't care if you're starting CD. You go Pickens there. Go Pickens. I'm going Pickens, at least. Sutton or Watson in the flex. I'm still going Sutton. Wandale or Addison. Wandale. Do I got to worry about Drake London? I don't think so. Was he sick or what was Drake London? Yeah, sick? I don't think so. I would assume he's fine if he's playing. A little concerning just because you have no idea what the illness means. But yeah. Folks, I got about 10 more minutes. Lucas will be live till about 11:50 over on TikTok after we're done. So if in 10 minutes you're like, I still need more, then you can head over to our TikTok to watch the rest. But I got about 10 more minutes. London's fine. I hope so. I would assume he is if he's playing, but I'm not 100%. So Wandale or Addison. I think I answered this, but this might not have been your question. I might have answered it for someone else. But I am going to go Wandale there. Ladies and gentlemen, Dwan Achan does not score here. we will riot. Because just I have no words. I have no words. Kittle, Goddard, Otten, pick 2. You're starting 2 tight ends. Well, I'm going Kittle and I'm going Goddard then. Kelsey, Pitts, Otten, Johnson, Pitts twice. You have 2 Pitts. Who's the other Pitts? No, I'm just kidding. Get in there. No, no way. Unbelievable. This is ridiculous. Oh, come on. Unbelievable. I have Kelsey there. In this question. A. Johnson. Who's A. Johnson? You mean Quentin Johnson? Or Ashton Genty? I don't even. I'm Jamar Chase. If it's Genty, go Genty. If it's Johnson, go Aaron Jones. James Cook or Rico Dowdle. I'm starting James Cook. I'd start both if you probably could. Is Achane hurt too? No way. He's hurt too? Oh, that's so much worse. No way. Oh, that's awful. Picked up Loveland, need a playoff push. And yeah, I think you're just weekly streaming. He's walking off on his own at least? All right. Mike, you had me a little scared. He said he was injured. They weren't showing him for this whole time. So I thought, like, bring it off the cart. All right. At least he's not. Doesn't look great. No touchdown. But hopefully it's not more serious than just the next 2 minutes. Wow. Yep. At least he's walking. That's that's the good news. Okay. I hate injuries. I hate injuries. Michael Wilson or Parker Washington. Ollie Gordon's going to get 2 on the day. It's crazy work. Michael Wilson or Parker Washington. I got Parker Washington. The announcers. It's Jonathan Vilma is not it. I'm not a Jonathan Vilma guy when it comes to announcing. Wow, Ollie Gordon, you weren't close on that one. Oh, you were not close. All right. Let's go to overtime here and get me a Chris Rodriguez touchdown on the other end. That's all we care about. Chris Rodriguez touchdown now. Cortland Sutton or Khalil Shakir. I'm going Sutton still. I got him 3 spots ahead of Khalil Shakir this week. Ricky Pearsall or Troy Franklin. I lean Pearsall, but I'm thinking Franklin's probably safer. But I lean Pearsall because I want to have more fun. Cortland Sutton or Woody Marks. I'm going to go Woody Marks. I just don't love the Sutton's matchup against Kansas City. The double thumbs down is an awesome celebration. I gotta say, I think no gloves now in the NFL is cool, right? Growing up, it was like, oh, the gloves are cool. Now I think it's if you rock no gloves, I think that's cooler. I do. Mario's gonna get sacked here for a safety. That's my call. They better run it. Oh, I was way wrong. Instead, Debo's going to put him in field goal position, and no one's going to be happy. Judkins or Vidal? I'm going to go Judkins. But it is close. All of us fellas have Judkins ranked higher. Jalen Hurts or Dak Prescott? This one to me is surprisingly close as well. You just run up the gut with Jeremy McNichols. Whatever, I guess. I have Jalen Hurts. But I'm going to go Justin Herbert. No, my gosh, I'm sorry. Ty's messing with our rankings right now, and I'm watching him do it, so it's messing with me. I'm going Jalen Hurts over Dak Prescott. I have Hurts as my quarterback 2 in the week. Prescott is my quarterback 7. There we go. A lot like an actual answer for your question. Thank you. Means a lot. I'm glad we're back. We were nervous that we weren't going to have this anymore. We thought that we got locked out because someone was clicking on a link they shouldn't have been. I'm not going to name names, but somebody did between us three fellas. If you watched our pod, you know who it is. We don't need to say the person's name, but they did click on something they should have and almost got in trouble. Thanks for answering all my questions. Of course. Thanks for joining us. Parker Washington or Theo Johnson? I'm going to go Parker Washington. Kate Otten or Theo? This one. I'm going to go Theo. I'm going to trust in Jameis. Jameis, do something good for me. Nah, I'd go Franklin over Wicks. Yeah, I know they're playing, but it doesn't really matter for Hurts because you get the ground production. He just does it in ways that it doesn't matter as much about who they're playing. It's just probably better they're playing the Lions because they're going to put up more points. Where did I go? Oh, speaking of clicking something you should have. Whoopsies. We're back though for the last 5 minutes. Oh, that was a dirty little route. Wow. That was gross. Who was that? What a route. Oh, that hurt my ankles. Whoop. Oh, that was beautiful. All right. Colson Loveland or Theo Johnson? I'm going Theo. Judkins or Rome Adunze? I'm going to go Rome. JMO or DK? I'm going JMO. I'm doing it. I'm going JMO. Rashad White and Tracy. I'm going Rashad White and Tracy there. Jalen Hurts or Justin Herbert? I got Jalen Hurts still. Both top 5 options though, so I'm not too upset if you go either way. Tet or Tez? Talking about the rookies here. I'm going to go Tet. Pearsall or Parker Washington? Give me Ricky. Give me Ricky. Give me Ricky. All right, we got about 2 more minutes, and then I am going to hop off. So if you have more questions, head over to our Discord. Otherwise, you can join Lucas on TikTok. He will be answering questions for the next 25 minutes. So go head over there and let him know that you came from YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. And I'm sure he'll be excited. Oh my gosh, Mariota. Wow. What are you doing there? Can't decide. JMO, Adunze, AJ Brown. I go Adunze, AJ Brown, JMO, but very close on all 3 of them. Higgins or Adunze? Give me Higgins. Pearsall or Gadsden? I'm going to go Gadsden there. I rarely go tight end or wide receiver, but I'm going to go Gadsden. Ty's answering questions over in the Discord. There you go. Pop on over there. Let's get some questions answered from Ty for the next 30 minutes before the game starts. Any good pickups? I don't know. Unfortunately, who's on your waiver wire right now? Is he heaving that? Oh, that was almost dirty. Alrighty, last question, and then I will hop off. Khalil Shakir over George Pickens or Quinton Judkins in half PPR? No. Nope. Still sticking with Pickens and Judkins. Alrighty. Thank you guys for joining us today. It was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we did not get the touchdowns from Xavier Worthy and Chris Rodriguez, or not Xavier, Devon Etienne and Chris Rodriguez. But that's all right. We had fun. Talk some football. Again, Tyler is on our Discord answering questions if you need. If you have any more of them, Lucas is on TikTok if you want to watch it video style for the win. And he missed. Oh, we do get overtime. Let's go. All right. We'll see you later. Go win your weeks. Bye.